told you how this began. Now tell me why. How do I stop Deimos if I'm dead?
Your body is dead, but your mind remains alive. I'm connected through your direct neural
I found the bomb car. The whole thing was wired up, primed to blow. There wasn't time. I couldn't disarm it.
So what did you do?
Remember how we can't get infected? Some of the rumors about us were true. That's why I was there. Why we make the sacrifice. I used my cybernetic abilities to reverse the polarity of the train car and detach it. The car unleashed the gas. It's safely outside the city.
And you lived?
I didn't know I'd make it at the time, but I turned out all right. It wasn't the last time I cheated death. No. No. I remember this place. What are they doing to me? Dr. Salim, what am I seeing? Taylor? Why can't I move?
You must let this go. Stay with me. Relax. Come back to me. Come back to the void. Can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. I'm ready to continue.
Good. Now that you've begun conditioning, let's return to 27 May, after Coalescence collapsed. You were trapped in Singapore.
With quarantine zones unlocked all over the world, we couldn't raise WA command. If we were going to escape, we had to improvise. We turned to the 54 Immortals. They were dangerous and unpredictable, but they were no enemy of ours.
Hendricks trusted them?
What choice did we have? If we wanted out of Singapore, we had to go through the biodomes. We had to go through the Immortals. Getting in was easy. Getting out would be another matter entirely. At the time, the biodomes were the safest place to be. With the outbreak of 2060, the Immortals seized the marina and dug in. The biodomes were impenetrable. Dead-proof. Hendricks had a contact, Danny Lee. He was slimy as they come, but he could get us transport. Not only that, Taylor had beaten us out of the biodomes. And Danny claimed to know where he was heading.
They had this information.
Danny was convinced Gojulan had info on her central server. They were doing us a solid, really. But that didn't come cheap. They wanted food, water, weapons, reinforcements from the Winslow Accord. We agreed to their terms, with no idea if we could honor it. The Immortals were a people of their word, and quite efficient in punishing those who did not act the same. Danny was in a bad mood. The Immortals weren't exactly happy to see us. They knew our part in what had happened in Coalescence. Danny went so far as to accuse us of building containment zones ourselves. Hendricks persuaded him otherwise.
Stupid
That
restaurant.
didn't change how I felt.
Fat lads.
We were there. We had our chance to stop Diaz in the server room.
You cannot blame yourself for what is out of your control. There were powers in play far greater than your own. Powers with far more control. You were a pawn in his game.
You mean Deimos? Well, as it turns out, we weren't his only pawns in the room.
How do you mean?
You can get us a ride out? Sure, I'll give you that. But claiming to know where Taylor was? Know that saying, too good to be true? Something was wrong. There was something malevolent, malicious. I called Danny out. I wasn't too happy with that. But then again, we assumed he was just scared. The outbreak now occurring worldwide was unprecedented. We were all scared. Until now, we've become complacent, more comfortable. The dead had stayed in their cage, and we kept pretending nothing had happened. Taylor and Diaz changed that. Pandemonium, riots, civil war, countries were already tearing themselves apart, in many cases before the dead even reached them. Danny wasn't scared. He was stalling. And it only took us another moment.
The Gore siblings. Danny set you up.
No. This was different. It was their eyes. Hollow. Empty. Void of life. Like they
Stop leaving the oven on.
They all had it.
Stop leaving the oven on.
It was only later we found out all higher-ups in the Immortals were outfitted
Wash me
with
hands with bleach, cleanliness
like us.
first.
Why?
If only we'd known
darling,
to
I'm
put
gonna
our
take your
own
advice.
technology
Hold on a
away.
minute. While we're washing the pizza,
The thing
while you're
about
washing
dead
your hands,
doors,
please.
Oh, here we are. Buckle up.
always
Wash me hands with bleach, cleanliness first.
Why?
We had a robot squad
And
in
then I get
place,
myself what I
ready if
call
the situation took a turn.
Poverty
Gojulan
pizza.
bolted before our robots got her. She was headed for the server room in Cloud Mountain, the only place we could put in a call from transport.
You want the tomato base?
It became quickly apparent that uninvited guests had joined the party in the biodomes. The dead
cheese.
were
Not enough
flooding
of it.
into
I
a
like to
safe
wash that
haven.
off.
It was about to
Don't
become
worry, it
hell on
doesn't
earth.
make it go soggy or anything
We
like
had
that.
to move. We had to get to Cloud Mountain.
Then I get myself some
The sauce base that was on there with tomato ketchup anyway. What the fuck?
Whack that on